Girls think that they want to date a high value man until he starts calling you out for not taking responsibility, before he starts holding you accountable, before he has higher standards for you than you have for yourself. Everyone talks about, oh, date a high value man. This is what you do to have to attract a high value man. But I've never heard anyone talk about like actually dating a high value man takes a totally different kind of woman. It's not for the weak. I have other friends who are dating like very loving, very successful, perfectionist, ambitious men, and it is not for the weak.
Traveled across state lines to go see a man. After spending about like 3 hours with me, this man looked me dead in my face and said, "Hey, I think you should go home now." And I said, "Excuse me?" And he said, "I think you should leave." And I said, "Leave and go where?" And he goes, "Back home." And I'm like, "I'm supposed to be here the whole weekend." And he's like, "But I don't want you to be here the whole weekend."
And why did he tell her to leave? We'll probably never know, because she conveniently left that part out. Whatever the reason was, it must have been significant enough for her to admit, at least to herself, that it was better not to mention it in her video. That way, she could keep playing the victim.
Dating is different over here, okay? If you're moving abroad to Spain, if you're studying abroad, if you're just visiting and you're planning on like doing the dating apps over here, I'm going to prepare you, okay? Because it's different. Number one difference, I would say, is the guys in the USA are way more forward. Like, it is in the culture to approach a girl and be like, "Can I buy you a drink?" And here, they do not do that, okay? I'm not saying it's not gonna happen for you, but it's just less normal, okay? Number two, it's also not completely normalized to pay on the first date. Like, it's not abnormal to split the check. And like, everyone knows it's like completely culturally unacceptable in the USA if the guy tries to split the check on the first date in the USA. Here, it's common.
In Australia is quite tragic.
I really feel for the single people in Australia.
Yeah.
Every woman I speak to is literally like, it is treacherous out there.
Dire.
Like,
Drab.
the men are just so below par. I don't know what's going on. Like, they can't court you properly, or they don't come up to you when you're out, or that it's like so addicted to online dating that it's just constantly a rotor of women. I don't know.
But I feel for men, because I feel like society's actually made it a lot harder for them. They're scared of like, I don't know, it's like obviously there's a very distinct difference between being a creepy person and being a confident person, but I think it's been attacked so heavily that, I don't know, I would feel like it would kind of be nerve-wracking.
So as an American, here are some things I hate about dating in Germany. So first of all, my main thing, and I guess this is a very culture thing, like American thing, is that they do not pay for your drinks here. They will maybe pay for your first drink, and then you have the second round. Yay. So I'm sorry, but like, I get it, they like want to be like more equal with women, so I don't know. I guess I get their side, but at the same time, like, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not like getting all dressed up, and I'm sorry, but usually wasting my time meeting these men to pay for my 2 gin tonics or 3. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, come on. Like, you seriously want to be a cheap? I don't know. Maybe I'm just in the wrong city. Another thing, and I guess this is kind of like a whole Germany thing, maybe Europe-wide, I don't know, is that they love to go on walks for date. I am not... I don't want to go on a walk. I don't want to go on a walk. I like to go on a walk if it's like a sunny day, or not too sunny. Like, I don't want to be swimming. Or if it's like, I don't know, like we're going to the park. Like, I just don't consider that a date. Like, these men will like literally buy you a €1 beer and go to the park and say that's a date. Another thing, and I think this is more like if you're dating a German, they will straight up tell you if you look bad. And like, I guess in America we're more wishy-washy, but I prefer that. If my dress doesn't look amazing, just say, oh, like, why don't you try on this dress instead? Like, that one looks good, but this one might be better. You don't say, oh no, that looks like on you. Like, no, not that one. Like, thank you for your unsolicited opinion. I was asking you to affirm me, not tell me I look.
Interview 2. It sounds like she's just trying to get a man to spend money on her. The purpose of dating isn't to see how much you can take from someone you barely know. I don't understand why some people struggle to realize that men are human beings too, not walking wallets. Interview 3.
What a weird day. Now I'm just standing here, gonna order an Uber myself. Something that I did not like on the date was he kept calling me spießig, which I'm interpreting as negative. He was suggesting like, yeah, let's go in the hot tub. And I was like, well, not on the first date. I just feel like he had kind of like an idea of who I am as a person, and then it kind of did not fit what he thought, who he thought I was. And then kept calling me spießig the whole time. I really did not like that because I'm taking that very negatively. Because he kept calling me spießig, I asked him to rate the date from a 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. He rated it a 6. Maybe that's just the German directness. Kept calling me like typical Munich person. Not that I'm taking it personally, but I'm definitely like thinking he's reading me wrong. He seemed kind of disappointed. And we also had a few awkward hugs at the end, so... The thing is, we've seen each other throughout the years, but we've always seen each other at festivals and out partying. I told him that. I was like, you've always seen me in like a party situation. Like, what should I do? Jump around and scream now like I'm at a festival? Like, I don't know what you want from me. We're sitting on a couch. Like, of course I'm going to be a little bit less... whatever. I swear, I cannot make this up. Not my Uber driver playing sad classical music, and all I can think is... spießig. Spießig. Spießig.
Be prepared to split the check. Yeah, the men here do expect the woman to have it all together. So don't be surprised if you have to split the bill.
Another thing, if you're dating a German and he asks you for a date, make sure you carry your own money, guys. Make sure you carry your own money.
In Germany, if you did not know, it's really common here for when two people go on a first date that they split the bill. So like, the woman pays her portion and the man pays his portion. So let's say I got a margarita for $8 and he just got water, you know, free water. When the total bill comes out, it's very common for the man or whoever to be like, hey, I didn't drink that margarita, so I don't want to split it.
Imagine being so entitled that the idea of paying for yourself feels absurd. Keep in mind, the only reason some men are less willing to cover the entire bill is because they realize how common it is for certain women to use dates as a way to get free food and drinks.
French man again. I feel like a lot of them are really insecure, and if you are a baddie, they are going to shame you for this. On Friday night, I was in the club with my friends. At some point, there's a guy who comes and talks to me. So he asked me, what are you doing for a living? But I don't want to give him my real job, so I just said I'm a fitness influencer. And his reaction was like, oh no, not a fitness influencer. You're not doing this. Like, I said the most disgusting thing ever. And I was like, what? That's so weird. I mean, who cares? But I feel like these guys, they cannot handle when a girl goes online and gets attention from other men because she's pretty, because she's hot or whatnot. But what I don't like is that you're trying to shame me for something that has nothing to be ashamed about. I think it's giving small PP energy.
I think we can all guess what her other line of work might be. But either way, any man with self-respect knows that dating a woman who is addicted to using her body for attention on social media is a bad idea. Interview 5.
Dating in a stingy country. Girl, if you live in Germany, Switzerland, where else are the stingy places? Denmark. See all them European countries, yeah? I don't know why they are so stingy over there, but they are hella stingy. Do you know, the stingiest men that I have come across have been German men. Very weird. What the hell is that about? It's giving misogyny. Stinginess is a form of misogyny. I'm sorry. You don't want to give a woman money. That's bare weird. That's super weird. You want to siphon my energy, but you don't want to give me money, knowing that a woman is always going to need money. And it's not even from a place of me being poor or needy or desperate. It's just the reality that, like, that money will bring ease to my life, but you'd rather hoard it. That's so weird. You don't want to pay it forward. Ugh. You don't want to redistribute your wealth. Weird. You don't think I'm deserving of reparations. That's strange.
All right, hear me out. Is it just me, or is American women just going all downhill? I learned this because, to be honest with you guys, I've been traveling for over a year. I've been to 10 different countries. I've learned this. These girls in America don't understand that their standards need to go all the way down here. If they actually want to find a man, don't date an American women. These girls don't understand how it is to be feminine or even to cater to their man, not being submissive or controlling, being committed, being loyal, showing their man that they actually care. Yeah, American women don't know how to do that. Go to Asia, go to South America, and believe me, you'll think.
Whoever started the stereotype that French guys are so romantic was lying. What would you do if a man texted you and asked you out to dinner and named a specific restaurant and then never confirms it, and then you don't hear from him the whole next day? Then when you finally do hear from him, he says, "Hey, sorry, I'm really broke right now, but I saw that you have a really huge kitchen. Can I come over and cook for you instead?" I used to never talk about what dating in Paris is actually like because I was always scared that these guys that I'm dating would see this on TikTok, but you know what? I have nothing left to lose. He texts me and he's like, "Let's go to this restaurant if you're down." And I'm like, "Of course I'm down. It's one of my favorites." The day of the date, I don't hear from him the whole day. And in my head, I already decide, I'm like, I'm not going. Like, I'm not gonna text a man ever and be like, "Are we still hanging out tonight?" Or like, "What time are we meeting?" Just say, okay, I get it. We've all been there. There's been periods where I have no money, but like, one, maybe don't say that to a woman that you're trying to date who's also like younger than you and you also have a full-time job. Two, you suggested the restaurant. You suggested a restaurant in general. I'm literally honestly even embarrassed to like.
Funny how she can't seem to find any bread in France. If you've enjoyed the video so far and want to see more content like this in the future, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like. Thank you. Interview 6.
That I have dated in different countries. I'm in Italy right now, having my morning cappuccino, and I have some thoughts. First thought is that this is going to be a little bit controversial, but the most chivalrous men, like opening doors, walking street side, that is an American chivalry culture. That particular type of chivalry is found in the southern USA, particularly in Texas. Problem is you have to deal with everything else that comes with that. But yeah, you can't really expect that type of chivalry that I have found in other countries. Even in the ones that I love, that I prefer to date in, like Italy, the chivalry it's not like that.
How difficult is it to meet a man in Thailand as a foreign woman? Okay, I know a lot of people who have met their long-term partners or husbands here. I did as a foreign woman, but I would say, generally speaking, most of my foreign friends that are women have found it very difficult to date, and ultimately it's been a big reason to leave. Maybe they love the lifestyle and they were here for a long time, but they were just like sick of the games. I mean, kind of like go figure, but most Thai and most foreign men are here for Thai women, not for foreign women. It's not all, don't come for me on that one, but yeah, I would say that I've known so many women who have ultimately left because they're like, look, I want to meet someone, I want to date. I'm sick of just like being played by these men. The dating pool tends to be really small for men who are interested in foreign women here. So
I wonder if they've ever considered that they might be the problem. If no man in any country is willing to tolerate your behavior, maybe the issue isn't all the men you keep blaming. Maybe it's your behavior. I'm not saying men are perfect, but it's hard to believe that every man you meet is always a problem when you're the one constant in every situation. Interview 7.
And what gave you the confidence?
Delusion. Not expecting when I moved to England was how big of a difference dating here compared to an American city is. Like, was not expecting it at all. Specifically the bar scene and how guys go about approaching girls at the bar. A pub, a club, whatever you want to freaking call it. In the US, I feel like it's pretty common if you're sitting at a bar and you see a cute guy or a cute girl and you guys kind of exchange looks a couple times, like, you know the look. If the guy finds you attractive, he will approach you. Or if it's a group of guys and a group of girls, like, same thing, right? Here, no. We had this discussion with an entire group of Englishmen, so I'm not just making this up. We were out with a couple friends and we were grabbing drinks and we saw this big group of guys, and so, like, we were kind of giving them, like, the eye, you know, we wanted to chat with somebody. Swear to God, they were just, like, a half hour later, they were, like, 2 steps closer to us. And then a couple minutes later, like a couple steps closer to us, it took them almost an hour to get near us. They were like, we didn't know you guys were American. British girls would have just like came up to us. Like we gave you the look, like you were supposed to approach us.
Genuine question. Is there something in the air in Australia? Because why are the men
not meaning. Like, how do I explain this? The roles are reversed here lately. I travel a lot, whether it's interstate or overseas. There's a dramatic difference of how men talk and carry themselves in different countries and Australia. I don't care if you're from Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Queensland, wherever the hell you are from. Men in Australia want to be chased. Men in Australia are the ones that play hard to get. They don't choose the restaurants to go to. They take longer to get ready than the females. They don't spoil women. Random people in America, for example, have given me roses on the street. Like, oh, you're so beautiful, shawty. Here's a rose. I'm like, oh my God. Like, high value women that work, look after themselves and spoil themselves don't ask for much when it comes to a high value man. We just want constant time, affection, love. It's not that hard to send a text message saying, be ready by 6. I booked a restaurant. I want to see you. Can't wait.
So just got back from my nephew's 21st birthday party, and tonight just confirmed why I cannot live and date in South Africa. So me and this lady who was sitting next to me, I'm 37, no kids, no man, never been married. She's 46, same situation, never been married, no kids. And we were saying to him, he's married, he's got 4 kids. And he was saying to us, we were saying to him, look, we're both single, because he was asking about our marital status. And we were like, oh, can you hook us up with any single friends that you know? And he was like, no, because at your age, you're just too old to have a boyfriend or a partner or to get married. The competition, you're competing against younger girls, and us men, there is a queue of women waiting to be with us. So you just need to accept that you're too old to find someone. Bearing in mind, this man's belly was down to the floor. The audacity.
So yeah, if you're wondering how dating is going in Dubai, I need to stop doing plot. Like, I need to not. I just need to stop. I just need to stop. And also, I need to stop dating light-skinned guys, because...
Review 7. If you enjoyed this video, I promise you'll love the next one. See you there.